January 29 is going to be the start of the 2025 regional 4-day season. The Guyana Harpy Eagles are back home, and their opening encounter is going to be against Barbados Pride. What is also key in that encounter is that very likely several key players from the team in the likes of Tevin Imlach, the first choice captain, Kevin Sinclair, also Goodkish Moti as well, are very likely to be unavailable due to West Indies duties in Pakistan. Now, from the practice matches, which are going to be from Thursday, the 9th, a day and night match at the National Stadium, and then the second one from the 15th, Kemol, Savory, and Tagenarine, Chanderpaul have been named captains of those teams. One may be able to deduce that probably they're going to be a part of the leadership capacity for that opening encounter against the Pride. And with me to discuss the potential opportunity to probably be a part of the leadership group for the Guyana Harpy Eagles is Savory himself. Savory, as I would have just mentioned, based on how things are going, it's probably a hint that yourself and Tage is going to be, leading the team for that opening match. How are you wrapping your mind around that?
Yeah. For me, experience speaks for itself. I've been around the cricket for a long period of time, and not just being around the cricket. Been around like leaders like Leon Johnson, Anthony Adams. So I learned a lot from those guys, and I think I'm ready for it if the opportunity presents itself.
Yeah, yeah, certainly. Yeah. If that is the case, that comes the game against Pride yourself or Tage, whichever is captain, vice captain, whichever. What is something you think you would want to impart into this team? Also, it's important to get a good start as you guys look to retain the title.
Yeah, exactly. The first game against Barbados is not a team you could walk over. Barbados is a strong team. I think starting well would be very important. Missing a few senior players with them coming in back the team in the second round. I think a win up front will give the team a good momentum going forward.
For you, how big a season is this? I know you won century last season, but I know the name. I'm your Django. A lot of players that would have scratched around the regional season had a big one last season. He's now in the West Indies setup. How big a season do you think this is for you?
Yeah, I think with how the cricket is going right now, I think it's just a season away. Good performance, consistency is very important for me. I think once I get that up and running, that anything is possible.
Yeah, you probably think if that is the case, someone's added responsibility could drive a different side of Kemal Savory. Also, you're going to be behind the stumps as well.
Yeah, who never knows, that being the captain, we saw it with Leon Johnson, the tournament, the season when he retired, he was the captain and he scored a lot of runs. So you never know, maybe this is the time.
Yeah, and for you, what is one thing you reflect on last season? Had some decent starts, didn't manage to kick on. That I guess you've been working on to implement this season.
I think preparation is key, and I think this season is way different from last year. I've been putting in a lot of work behind the scenes. I know how important this season is for me, so I'm looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, certainly. A lot of persons are going to be looking forward to good performances from Kemal Savory and the rest of the Guyana Harpy Eagles as they open their regional 4-day campaign at title defense on January 29 at the National Stadium, Providence. Reporting from a practice session that the Harpy Eagles have here at Lusignan, I'm Akim Green.